President Muhammadu Buhari says 12 million children in the country are traumatized and afraid of going to school due to the rate of abductions in the school country. And the president said this on Tuesday during the opening of the Safe School program in Abuja. Buhari, who was represented by his chief of staff, Professor Ibrahim Gambari, also said it had been tough dealing with security challenges in the country. The president, however, said that his administration would continue to make sure that schools were safe. Now, the Senate Committee on Water Resources yesterday said there are about 400 abandoned federal government water projects across the country. The committee's chairman, Bello Mandia, announced this while addressing reporters after a budget debate with the Minister of Water Resources, Suleiman Adamu. The senator said some of the water projects, as well as dams, were cited where dams cannot be built. He explained that the ministry prioritized the construction of dams, adding that 20 of such projects had been marked for completion. Adamu told the committee of his plan to create an environment conducive for public-private partnership to thrive in line with extant circulars. He said the ministry was focusing on mobilizing private investment for infrastructural development. Now, the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control says preparations have been concluded to start massive surveillance on drug hawkers in Kaduna State. Kaduna State Coordinator of the agency, Nasiru Mato, disclosed this in an interview with the News Agency of Nigeria on Wednesday in Kaduna. Mato said that drug hawking was a major concern to NAFDAC and the state. He said that the complete ban of drug hawking was still in force and all medicines must be kept at the appropriate temperature as prescribed by the manufacturer to achieve the desired efficacy and potency and, of course, safety. Now, Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike says the state government will not enact a bill for financial autonomy of the judiciary. The governor maintained that it will be futile to bother the State Assembly with such a bill, since the 1999 Constitution, as amended, already recognizes the independence of the judiciary. Governor Wike made this assertion at the dinner in honor of delegates to the 61st anniversary conference of the Nigerian Bar Association (NBA), held at the Banquet Hall, Government House, Port Harcourt on Monday night. This was contained in a statement issued by Kelvin Ibiri, media aide to the Rivers State Governor on Tuesday afternoon, titled "Why Rivers Won't Enact Bill for Financial Autonomy of the Judiciary." Governor Wike. Now, the governor noted that since Nigeria does not practice a unitary system of government, it would be wrong for the federal government to issue directives to states on how they should run their affairs. Anyim Pius Anyim has finally revealed reasons why the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, arrested and detained him. Anyim, in a statement via his media spokesperson, Sam Mubose, revealed that he came to the commission on his own volition to clear his name after he was fingered in a corruption case. According to the statement, quote, Anyim reached out to the officer handling the matter and offered of his own volition to come over to the EFCC to clarify any issues around which his name was mentioned. The officer was delighted and they agreed to meet in his office at the EFCC by 3 p.m. on Sunday, October the 24th, end of quote. Now, the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, NCAA, has threatened to sanction airline operators and flight crew who allow unauthorized personnel into the cockpit during flight operations. The Director General of NCAA, Musa Nuhu, issued the warning in a letter dated October the 25th and addressed to accountable managers in Lagos on Wednesday. The Nuhu decried the worrisome trend and vowed to take action, stressing the importance of the aircraft cockpit and stating that it was a sterile working committee on environment for the pilots. The Director General warned that any violation of non-compliance with the directive would result in the imposition of applicable sanctions on both operators and flight crew. Now, the management of Federal College of Education, Yola, has shut down the institution in proactive action to forestall breakdown of law and order in the school following violent protests by the students. According to reports, the students were protesting poor living conditions on campus. The students narrated that the situation got worse when the industrial borehole broke down and the management allegedly did nothing about it.
He said that so. He is in the engine room right now, 11 o'clock, and he's going back home now. He assured me that in the morning, 4 tank trucks of water will come into the college. And within a short period of, like, he told me that 12 noon today, the management will fix the generator.
Then we got worried that so that should not the situation not to get out of hand, management sat back, an emergency meeting was convened, and then in the interest of maintaining peace and order, decided to close down the college. The students were given time to vacate, and then we communicated to the Adamawa command to help us intervene.
Now, the Ogun State chapter of the Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC) on Wednesday blocked the Lagos-Abeokuta Expressway over the bad state of the road. The protesters carried placards with inscriptions like, "We don't want palliatives, we want good roads. Dapo Abiodun save our souls from bad roads, and we are not slaves in our country." Emmanuel Bankole, the NLC chairman in Ogun State, said the union was not happy with the condition of portions of the Lagos-Abeokuta Road and its environs. The chairman said the 21 days ultimatum given by the NLC to Babatunde Fashola, Minister of Works and Housing, after his visit to Sangota had lapsed. Bankole said Fashola had promised to commence palliative work on the road, but nothing much had been done since then. Fumi Esesi, chairman of the Lagos chapter, remarked the protest was long overdue. The Ogun State Police Command on Tuesday arrested 4 students of Community High School Ijon in the Yola North local government area for conniving with hoodlums to launch an assault on their teachers on Monday. The identities of the students were not revealed during the press release by the police, but the suspects were alleged to have masterminded the attacks carried out on Monday. It had been reported that several hoodlums stormed the school and brutally assaulted teachers, Messrs. Stephen Onyelekon and Oyedele. And now the hoodlums were armed with guns and they acted on the instructions of the students. A number of them were also armed with sharp weapons such as machetes and axes. They invaded the school and swiftly targeted the 2 teachers. The command spokesperson Abimbola Oyeyemi had confirmed the attack, saying investigation was still ongoing to decide the next step to be taken. The Clean Foundation has presented its findings of its gender audit report on protection services, shelters and safe homes for survivors of human trafficking. The acting executive director of Clean Foundation, Ruth Olofi, during the presentation said the project seeks to support and strengthen the gender responsiveness of interventions by the National Agency for Food Prohibition and Trafficking of Persons, NAPTIP, and other relevant or government agencies.
The report is a long overdue one because the issue of gender is one that is actually being mainstreamed globally. And for us in the agency, it's a laudable development and we're happy about it. It's one that will help every safe house and caregiver to know that gender cases are supposed to be treated with utmost importance.
We know that when people when they go through issues, they become traumatized. So what are those things you have to do? And if they are not available, what are the things you do, like referral? So it's good that NAPTIP is here and UN Women sponsoring this kind of a audit report. I think one of the things we are proud of is the inclusiveness in everything. But we should not expect that only one particular agency will do something. So in every ministry, in every department, in every agency, what are the specific things you can do for this, to contribute to this? So that is what we should do. When we pull those things together, you know that a drop of water can make, when you pull it together, can always make a mighty ocean.
We want to prevent trafficking of women and girls in Nigeria, and also to engender a policy, a gender policy environment in the country around the issues of human trafficking, forced migration of women and girls. There are minimum standards that we need to adhere with. So this piece of research is throwing more light into the entire debate of greater protection of women and girls and providing gender sensitive, services to these persons.